So you know going through probate is bad, but you still have some questions about it. Like, I've heard probate is expensive, but why? Or how long will my loved ones have to wait before they can actually access the inheritance I leave for them? Or you may be asking, why is privacy such a big issue during probate? Well, let's break down the three main problems with probate. What's up? I'm Corland Scott, the founder of Pinnacle Law Firm, and today we're talking about the three biggest problems with probate and why you should avoid it if you can. Let's dive right in. First, let's talk about how time-consuming probate can be. In California, probate can take anywhere from 9 months, and we're talking that's express, all the way to 2 years, or even longer in some cases. Why does it take so long? Well, there are a lot of moving parts and a lot of people going through it. The court has to validate the will, appoint an executor, notify all the potential heirs and creditors, and resolve any disputes that arise. And if someone contests the will or any of the documents, well, that can drag things out for years. Plus, a will alone is not enough to avoid probate. So if you want to bypass the entire probate process, you need a trust. A trust ensures your assets are transferred directly to your beneficiaries without court involvement. And that saves everyone a lot of time and a lot of stress. Next up, probate is expensive. In California, where I am, probate costs usually range from around 5% to 7% of the estate's value. So for a modest estate of $750,000, and I get it, if you're in another part of the country or world, you're thinking a modest estate of $750,000? Well, I just encourage you to go on Zillow and search for any 2-bedroom home in Los Angeles. You'll see why. So for that estate that's $750,000 in value, you're looking at between $37,500 all the way up to $52,000 of probate fees and costs. That's money that could have gone directly to your loved ones. Well, why is it so expensive? Well, there are attorney fees, there's court costs, there's fees for the executor. You have to get things looked at. You have to get things examined. You have to find out the value of the stuff you left behind. So people are going to have to appraise those things. There's costs associated with all those things. And by the way, creditors also get paid out of the estate before your family sees a dime. And let's not forget about the government's cut. The government is always going to get its cut. But by setting up a trust, you bypass all these costs, ensuring your loved ones get the whole estate, not just what's left over after everyone else takes their share. Finally, probate is public. And not everyone wants their details of their estate, who gets what, how much they're worth, all that kind of stuff, made public. But when your estate goes through probate, it becomes a matter of public record. So anyone can look it up, including nosy neighbors, potential scammers, anyone with a motive to pry into your private life, or maybe they just want to look into it because they're a business and they want to know who's about to get a lot of money, who we can market to. So if you don't want your estate going through that public process, you need to look into a trust. And if you don't believe me that those things are public, just go look for the will of Aretha Franklin. You can find it, it's all public. But see, with a trust, all of this is handled privately. There's no public records, there's no unwanted attention, just a seamless transfer of your assets to the people you care about most. Well, if you got questions about probate or estate planning, drop them in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe so you can, get more of this kind of stuff. Now that you know why probate is as bad as they say it is, what's the solution? Setting up a trust. And if you live in California or Alabama, because I'm also licensed there, and you want to avoid probate, just click the link below and book a free discovery call with us. You know what? Even if you live outside of California or Alabama, connect with me. I'd love to meet you. I'd love to say hello. And if I have a trusted colleague in the state that you live in, I'd be happy to make a recommendation.